Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red this Friday morning. Cold but quite bright Friday morning. Getting ready for the weekend. Matthew chapter 26, and today we're looking at verse 34. Jesus said to him, "Truly I say to you that this very night before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times. This very night you will deny me 3 times. Peter had just reacted to what Jesus had said when Jesus said, the flock will be scattered, you will fall away. And Peter doesn't like that. And so he responds and says, I'll never fall away. Even if everyone else runs off and hides, I'm never going to fall away. You can depend on me, Jesus. And Jesus says to Peter, depend on you. This very night, you will deny me 3 times. Before the cock crows, you will deny me 3 times. And this denying is really abandoning our love and our commitment and our decision to walk the walk with Jesus, to live life with Jesus. And there are many people that abandon Jesus even though they look like they're still walking with him. The reality is they're not loving him in the way that they loved him at the very first. And in Revelations, John is told about a church that really has lost its first love. And this sense of losing your first love, this commitment, this, as it were, no longer following him in the way that you did at first, is a really important thing for Christians to take hold of, because it's a warning. It's a warning because along the journey of Christianity, you are going to get disappointed. There are going to be times when you wanted something to happen, when things that you sought for, prayed for, cried for, really longed for, and you never got. And you're going to have to manage that disappointment. And you're going to have to ask yourself the question, is this disappointment going to be enough for me to lose my first love, to lose that sense of I'm going to keep on being as passionate of following Jesus as I've been at the start? Well, Peter gets a lesson in being braggadocious. He realizes, Jesus, that Peter has made this bold statement, but by the end of that very day, he was going to deny him 3 times. And that's exactly what Peter did. Peter denied Jesus. But the worst time was when he was in the courtyard and Jesus looked across the courtyard as Peter said the words in the swearing fashion, I do not know him. And there's a day coming when we're all going to be challenged in one form or another, where we're going to ask ourselves the question, am I going to run away? Am I going to be scattered? Am I going to hide? Or am I going to be faithful? The great blessing when we get to heaven, Jesus said, was, well done, good and faithful servant. Are you going to be faithful? Faithfulness starts right now. It starts when you reposition your heart to love God first. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow. No, I'll see you on Monday.